Hey, if you're new to my channel, my name's Megan Morrison and I post videos every single week showing you guys different ways to style your hair, how to work smarter and not harder behind the chair. If you're a hairstylist, and also social media tips and tricks. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe below and hit the thumbs up if you guys like this video. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys the new Paul Mitchell Dream Hair Beachwaver. I'm so excited. I love the beach waves and I do them all the time in my hair. So I'm super excited to show you guys. This is what it looks like. It's about this wide and I have the temperature set on 360. There are other heat settings as well. It goes all the way up to 430. But for my hair is thick and coarse and 360 is all I need. So first what I'm going to do is prep my hair. I'm gonna brush it out first. That is step number one. Literally got up this morning and did not brush it yet, so definitely need to brush it out. And then what I'm gonna do first, after brushing it out, is use heat protectant. So heat protectant is the number one thing that you always want to use in your hair before using any kind of heat, just because it is going to help it last longer, but most importantly, it's going to protect your hair, and especially if you're trying to grow it out or if your hair tends to be really dry, then you definitely want to use heat protection. So I'm going to be using Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. I love this stuff, you guys. It's so good for helping to hold your style, gives you the heat protection, it helps to eliminate frizz. And it's super great because it's humidity resistant. I use this for weddings all the time, but especially for my hair, it helps like in the summer or when it starts to get humid outside, it helps to hold my style and kind of shield it because it's got that certain things in it that help it from getting frizzy. So I'm just gonna spray a generous amount all through my hair. I'm gonna get it underneath. And sometimes I even spray each section. Now, I will say the Hot Off the Press can make your hair a little bit stiff, because you can also use it like a hairspray too. It's super, super light, especially on finer texture hairs. The Hot Off the Press can make it feel super stiff. So just a little tip, after you spray it on, if your hair's fine, you feel like it just like made your hair like really stiff, kind of like hairspray, just take your brush and brush back through it, and it just disperses the product throughout your hair and breaks it up. Makes it a little bit more even, and then it's nice and smooth again, and then you can start styling your hair. All right, my hair is super thick, so I like to use these jaw clips to clip my hair up, and I actually need like 2 of them because it's that thick. So I like to start in the back, and I just take, I have a mirror on this side, so I'm gonna be looking in the mirror, and that way you guys can also see. And I don't take super precise clean sections. I just kind of feel the hair, and I don't want it to be too thick of a section because I do want to make sure that the heat penetrates all the way through. So something like this, and I literally have no product in my hair. My hair is naturally really wavy. Like you can see, it kind of already has like a natural beach wave to it, but it's just so frizzy, well, especially if I don't put any product in it. But I'm going to take about this much hair, and then what I'm gonna do is just clamp the Beachwaver, hold it for 1 second, and just clamp it all the way down the hair, and boom, got a little beach wave. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love the beach waves. And when I do them in my hair, they literally stay in my hair for like 5 days. I don't have to do anything else to my hair. It's just like a cute, messy, beachy, wavy look, and it just lasts so long. I used to do this to my hair all the time when I had my extensions in, and I loved it because it was just like long and beachy and effortless, and really didn't have to do much the rest of the week to style it, so that was super great. But I am like living for the beach waves. Let me know in the comments if you guys are just like obsessed with beach waves right now. Like just give me like a yes, like YASSS, like yes. Let me know if you guys are obsessed with them like I am. Especially for the summer. Like they're just so effortless. effortless and like lived in and fun. And also too, if you have like finer hair or thinner hair, it really amps up the volume in your hair. Like the first day that I do this in my hair, because it's super thick, it's like poof. You guys will see what I mean when I'm finished doing this. It's like volume for days. I really like it, but I also like it the next few days when it kind of relaxes some. But anyways, definitely a plus for those of you with like finer hair. It really adds tons of volume to the hair. And I'm doing the same thing on this side, just clamping, holding for a second, clamping, holding for a second, clamping, holding for a second, all the way to those ends. You guys can see how fun this is. And then I'll show you guys what other products I use like after I finish. And so basically you just want to make sure that you're taking thin enough sections. If you take them too thick, the heat's not going to get all the way through and it's not going to like define the hair and give it those beachy ridges like you can see here if the section is too thick. All right, so then I'm just going to take another section. I'm actually going to start pulling some hair down in the front and then taking it all the way back around and then clipping all this hair up. And I feel like I do need a little bit more heat protection. My hair is just so thick and I need to make sure I get it covered. And I had some comments in some previous videos and some of you guys were asking what toner I use in my hair from the Demi. I use all different things all the time, but one of my favorite go-to toners that I use is Paul Mitchell 9A, the Demi. And I just recently used that on my hair. So it's like a nice, and I only left it on for, it was literally less than 5 minutes. I don't leave it on long enough to actually turn like an ashy color. I like my hair like a bright neutral blonde. So it's like not, it's like in between warm and cool, you know what I'm saying? But 9A, the Demi, is one of my faves. It is so pretty. I absolutely love it. All right, so just taking some more sections. And I'm gonna keep working my way all the way around the head. If you guys have any other video suggestions for me, let me know in the comments below. I love making videos, I love reading your comments. But if there's any videos that you guys want me to make on other styling videos, or maybe salon reality videos or salon business, certain things with social media, I am open to anything. Oh man, my little newborn's crying. I think I'm gonna have to go get her in a second. Literally, it never fails. Y'all know, if your mom's out there, let me know if this is true. You sit down to do something, sit down to drink your coffee or getting ready to start something and you're like, okay, I think I'm good. It's fine. It's good. And then all of a sudden they start crying as soon as you start doing something. That was literally what happened. She was so sleepy this morning and I put her down for like her second nap and she was just so tired. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Like she's gonna sleep good. And it was like, not even that much longer. Got all my stuff set up here, got my little studio set up, my camera, my phone and everything. And then literally she starts crying and I was like, oh man. Then she stopped, so I started filming but now she's crying again, but she stopped. So I think she might fall back asleep. But y'all moms know, you know how it goes. All right. So I'm gonna speed this video up a little bit, that way you guys can see the end result. That way you don't have to sit here and watch me do this through my whole head because we'll be here all day because it's that thick. It's just so much hair. So let's speed it up a little bit. Section of hair, and I did want to show you guys a little technique or a little tip that I use. So when I am actually, let me get a section. When I am clamping the hair, I clamp it and then hold it for a second. And then when I move down for the next section, I clamp it and then push it up a little bit so it gives it that bend, because the hair is still hot, so I bend it. And if you pull it down, see, you're pulling the hair, so when you bend it, you're helping it hold the style in. You're letting it cool for a second so it cools in that shape. That way it'll hold longer if you release the tension. Versus if you clamp on the hair and you're like hanging on it, you're really not helping it that much. So see what I mean? I'm clamping it and it won't make the beach wave as defined. So if you like it softer, you can do it that way. But if you want it more defined and you want it to hold longer in your hair, make sure as you're clamping down the hair that you're helping it and bending it up as you're going all the way down. That way it can cool and like set in that position. That way it lasts longer. It's just a little tip. And also, I'm gonna throw out another little tip. So you guys saw me probably turn this way. I have 2 ring lights right now. One is on my camera, and then the other one over here, I'm using it and my phone is on it. So I'm actually recording a Instagram reel at the same time I'm filming this YouTube video. So I always try to find ways that I can like multi-purpose and use my time wisely is the best way I'm trying to say it. That way I can get multiple pieces of content from one video. So right after this, I'm gonna edit that and put that up on Instagram. So I have an Instagram reel and I'll also have a YouTube video. I always like to do that. It's just working smarter, not harder. Also, something I'm super obsessed with, some of you guys may or may not be on this on Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is so amazing. I'm super obsessed with it right now. I'm on like every day. If you guys don't know what it is, right now it's an invite only app. And they just made it so that people with Androids can go on, because previously it was just for iPhones. But basically it's like real-time live. It's kind of like a podcast in a way. You basically go in these rooms and like there's speakers and it's educational. It's all educational though. So I've been in so many like really good Clubhouse chats later with hairstylists, but you can learn so much. And you can conversate with the speakers or you can just listen, but it's like a podcast because you're just listening. That's all you hear is their voice. You don't see, it's not video or anything like that, it's just voice, which is cool because you can literally be in like your pajamas at home listening. But it's like a live real-time podcast is the best way I can put it. But if you guys are not on there, you definitely need to get on there. It is so educational, informational. It's just been really inspiring for me. So if you are lacking inspiration, I highly suggest joining because it is just such an amazing app. And especially since we're not able to go to like the hair shows right now and a lot of the events are canceled, it's just such a great way to connect with everyone and people in our industry. And if you are not a hairstylist and you're watching my video, they have all kinds of Clubhouse rooms for every single industry, anything you can imagine, they have a room for it. Any industry, finances, hair, real estate. They also have just fun apps for like people that RV and camp and things like that. Shopping, if you like shopping, they have shopping Clubhouse rooms. So like you name it and they have a Clubhouse room for it. So it's pretty cool. I really like it. You just have to find somebody who is already on there and who has invites, and you have to be invited to join the app. So if you have friends that are on it, definitely ask them for an invite. I have a couple right now, so if you guys DM me on Instagram at megan.lorson, I can send you one if you're interested in joining the platform. But it's just like a super great way to learn a lot of things. All right, So I just finished beach waving my hair. It's so fun. I just love this, but you guys can see how much volume I have in my hair. I like to like pin my hair back a little bit like the first day because it's usually just so big. So I'll like take bobby pins and just kind of pin it back a little bit, but it relaxes a lot. I love it like this too, but you guys can see the back. And my hair, it does tend to get really frizzy, so I like to use a little bit of product in it. And one of my favorite products to use is the Awapui Styling Treatment Oil. This stuff is amazing. It's a dry oil, so it's not super like heavy or gunky feeling. It's just, it's like lightweight. It's super lightweight, and it's a dry oil, so like you don't even feel it in your hair. But I just like to put it on the ends of my hair. It just adds more shine to it, and it helps with some of that frizz. And it also treats my hair as it sits in it. So it's just such a good oil. I love this stuff. And it's really good for extensions too. If you have extensions in, when I had my extensions in, I put that oil in my hair every single day on the ends. You don't want to put any of the oil near your root area, just towards the ends. But it just adds so much shine to the hair, and I love it. All right, so that is the new Paul Mitchell Beach Waver. I am obsessed with beach waves. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, and thank you guys so much for those of you that have been supporting my channel, or if you're new to my channel. I love you all so much, and this has been so fun just watching my YouTube channel grow and making new videos and new content. I absolutely love it, and you guys are all amazing. Keep up the good conversation in the comments. I love reading your comments and responding back to you guys. Some of you guys have messaged me on Instagram, so it's been great to connect with so many of you guys. But like always, if you guys have any other video suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I love making videos, and I will see you in the next one.